So excited. Live on Beauty IQ, which I'm pretty sure, Lee, have you been on Beauty IQ?
Yeah.
With Alberti and Elise? It's
Love
so
it.
fun.
Love it.
So I get to be on some of that. So, my dear, nice to see you.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, and I want you to know that I had it on good authority that this actually was going to potentially launch in our red carpet beauty show in LA.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Tarte is going to be a part of. And
So
I
excited.
did not want to wait that long. So I asked them to rush it into the find tonight. It's completely new. These are eyeshadows. You're getting 8 of them. They are full size. The brush that's normally over 20 bucks and double-ended is now free, thanks to the fact that the price of the palette on its own on Tarte.com is the price on your screen, and the Easy Pay, which they don't have, is pretty nice. I said earlier that we're going to bring you eyeshadows that are powered by seawater. And that is crazy cool and perfect for the find.
Right, and how often do you hear of innovation in eyeshadow, right? So often it's kind of boring, same old formula. Look at this. This is our Aqua Slurry Rainforest of the Sea formulation. So Sean, this is basically a sensorial concept in eyeshadow. So as you're putting that on, you can see, you're seeing the formulation here on
Are those
Shanna's
all the colors?
hand. Yes, they are.
Guys, that's insane. And this and that you could totally use as a highlighter on your face, but please keep going.
And a liner. So I want you to see the shades here that you're getting, and then we're going to get into what makes this formula so unique and special.
Yeah, because it's like creamy feeling.
Right.
And almost like cool to the touch.
Exactly, but it goes on beautifully and sets down once you apply it. So you are getting the beautiful cool shades here, so your charcoals, this beautiful shade of blue, the highlight, and then up here you're getting your beautiful nudes, your taupes, this gorgeous shade of like a candlelight glow.
Wow.
Okay.
That color right there is insane. Anyway, I digress. I don't know if we have this little video, and if we don't, that's fine. But if we do, why not? Because there's someone swimming in an ocean, and there's a seawater thing, and 20% of the formula of these eyeshadows, which are so highly pigmented, is seawater and a complex of like antioxidants from the sea.
Exactly. So if, you know, tonight is the first time that you're trying Tarte, I am so excited because, Sean, as you know, the absolute pinnacle of our brand and what powers our brand is good for you ingredients. So these are powered by our Rainforest of the Sea complex, which, to break it down for you nice and easy, means it's cocooning your skin in antioxidant protection. Means it's wrapping your skin in this incredible bubble of hydration, protection, but look at the pigment payoff. I want you
is
to
she using it
rethink
as an eyeliner here?
Oh, yes, she is.
Because that's brilliant.
Amazing. And if you're wondering, well, how am I going to get that look? We're going to see Shanna after we see this lovely before and after. Look at how much bluer her eyes are looking.
Oh, that's so good.
Sean, look at the payoff, but I want you to notice she's used it as liner, and it's soft, and it's beautiful.
Can I just tell you that is one of my personal tips, that eyeliner underneath the eye can be really heavy and really aging. Use a soft focus kind of look like an eyeshadow, and this is perfect for that, because the other thing that's cool about this, Miss Lee, and you're going to show us on Shanna, and the colors are, you're getting 8 full-size shades. They're all gorgeous, can be do day or night. They all are powered by the seawater that actually anti-ages the delicate skin around the eye.
Right, exactly. So if you've had frustrations in the past with shadow that go on crepey, perhaps they're dry and they're chalky and they just don't blend the way you want them to, let's look at Shanna as she's applying this. The thing about these, Sean, is that they're brush optional. These actually have a primer built right into the formulation. Notice she's using her finger for that lid color.
And
Can
you explain to everybody, like, it is not a typical powder.
No.
It feels cold and creamy a little bit.
Right, so it's so cooling on the eyes. I call it our Aqua Slurry formulation because it's based in water.
What is that?
So I say slurry because when you touch this, it almost feels like a sponge. It has a bounce back.
Yeah,
it has
it's
this
so
really
weird.
incredible feeling to it. This is not a powder shadow.
No.
If you don't want a powder shadow, if you're looking for something that's kind of a hybrid between a cream and a powder.
But that's why this also makes for great eyeliner.
Right, exactly.
Because it's not a flaky powder. Oh my gosh, it's cool.
Isn't it beautiful? Just look at how this applies. And I want to go back to the ingredients because we are beauty junkies, you and I, right?
Yes, we are.
And in the world of beauty, it can be very overwhelming. You want ingredients that are going to go the distance for you. Ingredients with integrity. At Tarte, we want to invite you to rethink natural. And you're seeing Shanna apply these shades right now. Notice she used her finger to apply that base shade right here, okay? So that's the lightest shade. She applied that all over her lid.
Wow.
Then she went in with this transition shade, which is that medium, almost taupe color, and applied that all over her crease. Then she went in and highlighted her lid, and now she's using a smaller brush to use this formulation as a liner.
Which
So
the brush is everything, may I say. And though not the brush you're looking at now as she doubles this eyeshadow as eyeliner, but the brush that actually comes with the eyeshadow that's double-ended is awesome and costly on its own, but as part of this kind of new debut right now from the Rainforest of the Sea collection. So they're seawater shadows. They're creamy and cold to the touch. They can double as shadow and liner, and you get the shadow brush included. It is not extra. If it were extra, we'd be talking almost $60 at retail for this.
Right, and look
Pretty.
at, she's not necessarily using a brush. You don't have to. This makes shadow really easy. I want to go back to the formulation here, okay? So this is an aqua slurry. It's not a powder. It has a bounce back. When you touch this, it literally feels like a sensorial experience. I mean, look at the pigment payoff that you're able to get as I touch these shadows. And we actually listened to what you were saying at home. You said, you know what? We want bolder colors. We want the blues. We want the rich, deep charcoals and the beautiful highlight shades. And that's what's in this palette, but it's about the application. There's a lot of shadow palettes out there, Sean.
Yes,
there's
there
no
are.
aqua slurry.
No, and by the way, the other cool thing about, Tarte is that they are powered by high performance natural ingredients like the seawater antioxidant complex. And keep in mind too, we have almost 500 of these ordered. It was supposed to be held back for red carpet beauty in LA at the end of the month, but it couldn't wait that long. I had to bring it to you tonight because the colors are stunning. You have lighter tones, you have slightly shimmery tones, tones that can double as highlighter, base coat, there's primer built into them, and then there's these darker tones, warm tones. It's like the full Monty palette in one sweet little disc. It's perfect.
So you're getting the 8 shades here. This is your complete shadow arsenal, okay? You've got your warm shades, you've got your cool tones, you've got everything you need, but look at how these blend out. I wanna actually show you on my hand so that you can see the formula. So I'm just gonna touch this. Again, it's that aqua slurry. So it's 20% water, like you said, Sean.
Feels a little spongy.
Concentrated, exactly. Concentrated, full of pigment, but just look at how this is going to blend out. So if you want rich, intense pigment, great. But if you want to blend it out to something softer, you're in control here.
Is it weird that tonight I also use the darker one in my brow?
Not at all.
I like
do that all the
using
time.
things for multiple tasks because it's just, oh, look at her eyes.
Look
that's
at that.
That's a great
That's
look.
the blue on the bottom as a liner. So if you love a good blue liner on the bottom, then we have included the most beautiful shade of navy in this palette.
900 of these, approaching 1,000 now ordered. And stay on the phone lines. It's so special and new. But you're not going anywhere.
Nope, I'll be back.
Because it's a 3-hour The Find tonight. So coming up, remember that song? I'm a man eater. Remember? Oh, here she comes. Okay, she is coming back in a little bit with Man Eater Mascara, and you're getting a duo that is finally back after selling out. All right, we're going to spend a little extra time here.